Welcome, all my fellow Redskin brethren and sistren. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on the Redskins Report Live. I'm dressed in all black like the Omen, man. And it's not even the regular season. It's not even the NFL season. So you know if I'm dressed in all black like the Omen in the offseason, some shit done went down. Somebody got me a gift a couple weeks ago. Somebody I care about a lot. Got me a nice little gift. You know what it says? Even lights up. You know, you see, even lights up. It's a real cute little gift. It says, proud to be a Redskins fan. See? And it lights up. Isn't that neat? That was a nice little gift. Hang it up in your room or your little man cave. And the message, it's real. Proud to be a Redskin fan, man. But boy, oh boy, do they make it tough on us or what? God damn. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I will never turn in my Redskin fandom. Ever, under no circumstances, will I fold up the burgundy and gold in a nice, neat package and hand it over, man, over my dead body. Burgundy and gold for life. That's what it is over here. But man, do they make it hard on us, man. They make it hard on us. I was talking to a Tennessee Titans fan earlier on Twitter. And he said, man, it doesn't look good for you guys, man. I said, no, I don't. He said, but on the bright side, you guys could suck and get like Sam Darnold or Luke Falk or Sam Rosen next year. You could get you a really good quarterback. And I'm looking like, bruh, do you know what you got to do to get one of those types of quarterbacks? You know how bad you got to be? And this is coming from a Titans fan, so of course he understands how bad you have to be to get one of those boys. He just got one. But need I not remind you about how 2009 through 2011 felt? Like, do you remember those days? 09, 10, 11, how bad we were? You remember those days? Because I remember those days. Hell, I remember how I felt during that stretch of football when we were 4-12 every single goddamn year, 5-11, 6-10, stinking it up, barely winning football games. I remember how I felt. It made me go back to when I was a little youth, a little adolescent, when the Redskins were horrible from about 1994 to about, let's call it 1998. Probably 1 year in there we might have started well. 97 sounds about right. Well, we started off the season hot and then fizzled late. But irregardless of that, we were bad then. We were bad in that stretch from 09 to 11 before we got Robert Griffin III. I don't want to go back there again, man. Those were some dark, dark times. The thought of us going back to those times scares the shit out of me. But looking at this offseason, this isn't the Vinny Serrato clown show that we had back in those days, okay? When we were really bad, back in the 05 and 04 and right around those Gibbs times, right before Gibbs came in, when we were really bad, when we were signing every free agent you could think of, and it was bad after that again. Before and even after we got Shanahan. This isn't that. But boy, is this S show close. What the hell happened? That's what I want to know. What the hell happened between the end of the season and the start of the new league year? Because I don't know where the signals got crossed. I don't know what the hell happened, but we went from being a hopeful franchise that was a piece or two away on the offensive side and a total revamp defensively from contending. We thought we were good enough with the pieces that we had offensively and our ability to move the football. You couldn't tell me that offensively we weren't one of the best teams in the league. All we needed was a defense. And if you haven't looked, let me be the first to tell you, this year is the year to need defensive help because you can get it in free agency, you can get it in the draft. You can take your defense and turn it from one of the worst in the league to what the Giants did last year and turn it into one of the better defenses in the league. One offseason. You can do that with the way it's set up this year. Free agency gives you a chance, along with the draft and how strong it is on the defensive side of football, gives you a chance to turn it around 1 year. But what happens when you regress and you go backwards in every single way imaginable in your franchise? What happens then? How did we get here? I thought that the dysfunctionally functioned Washington Redskins were dead. I thought we were going in. We had this same discussion last year about how we're going in the right direction and how things are finally going to a place where we can actually see ourselves potentially winning the Super Bowl. Remember we had that discussion on this very program last year. This same time last year. Got a GM that can evaluate talent. Good old Dan is staying out of football affairs and letting the football guys handle everything. Bruce is doing what Bruce does. Picnics and pants and staying out of shit. Handling the books and the numbers along with one of the most shrewd numbers guys in all of football. Got a franchise quarterback in the making in Kirk Cousins. Got probably the most lethal skill group in all of the National Football League, stands for the running back position. Jay Reed and D-Jax and Garcon and J.C. Ice. Hell, added VD to the mix in 2016. Man, added Doxson, and we don't even know what the hell he is to the mix. We just got shit on top of shit, stacking it up like bricks. Who's going to stop us? We just needed a defense. We were fine. Hell, even J.C. Ice gave us a spark on special teams, returning punts with touchdowns and stuff. Something we haven't seen the likes of since Brian Mitchell. So we even got a spark there. And I don't want to hear Brandon Banks. He never did anything in a goddamn regular season game. And now, all of a sudden, everything I just mentioned, for the most part, gone with the win. Scot McCloughan, no longer our general manager as far as I'm concerned. It's a formality now. I'm just waiting for them to come out and announce that he's been relieved of his duties and bought out of his contract. What? Huh? Yeah. All season long, we were saying D-Jax, Pierre, D-Jax, Pierre, D-Jax, Pierre, D-Jax, Pierre. Which one? Which one do you prefer? Which one are we keeping? We're not going to lose both of them. We're not going to keep both of them. But we got to get one, right? Wrong. You get nothing. And like it, go sit your ass down in the corner. You get nothing. D-Jax probably going to Tampa. Pierre's already shipped off and signed, sealed, and delivered in San Francisco. If you think Kirk's coming back, you a goddamn fool. Kirk's gone too. May not be, and I told you, may not be this offseason. Kirk's not signing a long-term deal, folks. Kirk's gone. He doesn't want to be here. And the 49ers signing Brian Hoyer, you know what they're saying? We'll wait a year for Kirk. We'll wait. We'll sign Brian Hoyer. He'll start for 16 games or until he gets injured, whether that's 8 or 12, whatever. We'll keep Blaine Gabbert if he has to play. He'll play or whatever. We'll find us a quarterback in the draft, whatever. And then we'll sign Kirk next year when he's a free agent. This is it. Unless we win the Super Bowl or come damn close to it, Kirk's gone. He's not coming back. We're back to Bruce being our talent evaluator. How'd that go for us the first time around? Huh? How many gems did he come up with the first time around? And we know Bruce is cheap as hell. We just lost out on Calais Campbell because Bruce didn't want to pay him. Hey, look. I get it. 31-year-old defensive lineman. I get it. You don't want to overpay. I get it. But if we don't get Dante Hightower, we don't get something of note out of this free agent crop. You want to talk about somebody pissed off? Oh, I'm going to be pissed off and you don't want to piss me off. It was amazing. I was sitting at work yesterday and I was just thinking to myself, we're like a goddamn soap opera. I swear. All my Redskins, General Redskins, Guiding Redskins. Call us what you want, man. This shit is depressing. It's what it is. Just when you think you've gotten out and you can point and laugh. Look at the Browns. Look at fill in the blank, the 49ers. They pull us right back in, man. They pull us right back in. Shit is crazy. And when you read about how this all unfolded with Scot McCloughan, Bruce Allen, and the jealousy and the envy and the backstabbing, this some old high school bullshit, man. Like, seriously, what are we doing here, folks? Then you don't re-sign either Pierre or Djax. I honestly don't know. Then Jay Gruden gets an extension. Has anybody heard an official word from the Redskins about this extension? If you have, raise your hand, because I haven't. I'm going to put my hand down. I've heard reports. Jay Gruden 2-year extension. I've heard those. Multiple sources. Have the Redskins released a press release saying that Jay Gruden got a 2-year contract extension? I haven't seen it. I could be wrong. But I haven't seen it. Does that not seem a little fishy to you? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. And so Bruce is supposed to pick our players, I guess, now. Scott Campbell is supposed to pick our players now. I trust Scott. But not more than Scot McCloughan. You know what's funny? Is this has been the offseason from hell. And the offseason ain't even started yet. The league year hasn't even started yet. Oh my God. We're already defeated. And the race ain't even started yet. And we already lost. This shit is crazy, man. And as a Redskin fan, all you can do is say, here we go again. Free agency is going to start later on today. And there are guys out there that we should be going after. I want to see how aggressive the Redskins are in free agency. This is going to tell me a lot about the state of our franchise and where we're going. And if we go bottom of the barrel, back of the store, clearance items again, like we did with Andre Roberts or Bruce Allen signee, if we go after Sean Laval, make a straight beeline for Sean Laval like we did Bruce Allen signing, while everybody else is going after the high-priced items that can actually make a difference and impact players, we going after the stuff that's reduced tagged, that come in, get injured, and underproduce. That's how Bruce likes them. Cheap and undervalued. But you know what that normally gets you? Cheap and undervalued production. We're going to find out a lot about the direction of this team in this offseason. Because with Scot McCloughan out, who knows what they're going to do? Are they going to promote within? Is this shit going to get stupid? This offseason started ridiculously with the defensive coordinator search. Did you forget that already? Like, that started off this shit. Because that was a farce. We did all of that dancing around, all of these guys that we wanted that were out there, and we settled in on Greg Manusky. Greg mother effing Manusky, who was already on the goddamn staff the entire time. So you telling me you gonna take damn near a month to hire a guy that you could have hired in season if you wanted to? Right. Then you're gonna get rid of the GM that's helping us turn shit around because you're jealous. Because he's getting attention and the players like him, and you don't like how he's trying to build, and you don't like the fact that he's telling people that if it were up to him, he would have re-signed Kirk in 2016 after the 2015 playoff run. He would have re-signed Kirk then. You don't like that he's telling people that, so now you're getting upset. We ain't in high school no more, man. Get out your damn feelings. You want to be in control. You getting jealous. Because this man moving in and taking the credit. Because this man is more adequate at his job than you are. This is how franchises self-destruct. It's crazy. A wise man once told me that this team, this franchise, has a self-destructing aura about it. And just when you think they're starting to turn the corner, they're going to self-destruct because of the self-destructing aura. It's inevitable. And when that man told me that, I said, man, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And he laughed. And he laughed. And he laughed in my face. And he's laughing right now. Because he was right. Every time we think we're on to something, whether it's Robert Griffin III, whether it's Scot McCloughan, whether it's Mike and Kyle Shanahan, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Every time we think we have something worth having, we have nothing. We don't know how to deal with success. That's a fact. It's been proven that we don't know how to deal with success. It's too much for us. As a man, as a team, as an organization, we don't know how to deal with success. We have a winning season, then we go back to being one of the worst teams in the league. You have a winning season, and then you got a chance to go and get into the playoffs, you blow it. You got a chance to sign a franchise quarterback to a very team-friendly deal, you blow it. Now he's got all the leverage, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. We don't know how to handle success. It's amazing, man. We went from this time last year coming off of a division championship, all hopeful as you can get, man. to now a year removed, we missed the postseason. We're missing our GM. We're going to be missing 2 of our top receivers. And, oh, by the way, we're going to be missing probably our starting quarterback. If not before this season, definitely after it. Welcome to life as a Washington Redskins fan. Free agency is going to be big for me. If we don't make any moves in free agency, this shit is going to hell in a handbasket and fast. That's all I got for you, man. I am a Redskin fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskin spirit will never die. Redskin spirit will never fold until we meet again. Hail to our beloved Redskins. Look, man, I'm going to tell you right now, this hasn't changed right here, man. Proud to be a Redskins fan, man. That hasn't changed. But what has changed is my whole outlook on the organization and where it's headed. Damn, that didn't take long, did it? I'll see you guys a little bit later on, man. Hopefully free agency gives us something to smile about. But right now, it ain't looking good at all.